I've smudged the house, got the sage going, the energies cleared, the cards are blessed, and they're already laid on the table because I was going to do your reading and I had to run out. So Aquarius, I got a head start. I got your cards laid. Excuse me while I take a sip. Excuse me while I take a sip. Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. Throat is dry as hell. So I got your cards on the table. And let's just see what is going on with you this month, Aquarius, in the love department. So I'm using the Doreen Virtue Romance Angels deck. I'm using a new deck that I'm doing Sagittarius' reading, their regular tarot reading, general, next. And I'm going to use a new tarot deck I bought. It's called Tarot the Complete Kit. It's just simply called Tarot the Complete Kit. And it's like, it's like the Rider-Waite, all of the same suits and major arcana, but the images are just different. And it's like a mini deck off of the running press. So, like I said, it's just called Tarot, the Complete Kit. But I really liked the cards as I was going through them. And even when I use them in little readings, I kind of liked what I got. So I use those as cards in this reading to give me some more information on your love cards that I laid. Even though I should have used the... because I'm just experimenting with different layouts and things I want to do as I do more videos, and the cards that I want to use and different cards I like using with different cards. And I should have used a Lenormand on this reading. But I think because I was trying to get out the door and I was so excited about the tarot deck, the other tarot deck, that I just used those, like one card on each one of your love cards, just to get some clarification, because I felt like I needed some clarification. I keep looking to the side for my Lenormand deck. I swear, guys, I'm going to get it together. It's been like just funny energies going on. So, we'll see what's going on. All right, Aquarius. So on the table from the Doreen Virtue, I just want to say what's up to all of the Aquariuses. Thank you for tuning in to your love readings. Hope you guys like your general readings. If you're interested in a personal reading, just holler at me. Shoot me an email to my email that is below in the description box, and we can go from there. My readings are pretty cheap, pretty reasonable, and my goal is just to help you ascend in your love life and in your career, your general life, whatever, family, all that good stuff. We just trying to get to the next level, right, Aquarius? Alrighty. So in your love reading, the 3 cards that you got, a lot of times for 3-card readings, the positions people kind of readers look at those in as past, present, and future. Sometimes I do it like that. Generally, I kind of read the cards in whatever story that they tell me. And I think I have like a tiger's eye sitting on the table. I think this stone is a tiger's eye. I've had it for a long time, but we'll see. So, and we'll just see how this reading resonates with you with these cards. So anyway, or I read them however the story comes together. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just a little off. My phone is on the wrong side. I don't usually record to that side, and I'm heavy in Virgo, so I'm really picky and analytical about some dumb shit sometimes. But anyway, so I kind of read them however the story comes together. So these are general readings. They may not identify with every Aquarius out there, but guys, also check your moon and your rising sign to give a complete picture. And hopefully this will resonate with some of you guys. And if it does or if it doesn't, leave your comments below. I always answer comments, positive or negative, whatever your truth is, leave it below. And I like to see where you guys are at as far as personal life experiences and things like that for the people that I don't get to talk to personally through email. I still enjoy the comments under the videos. So let me go ahead and get into it, since I've been talking for 4 minutes about nothing. So Aquarius, the first card out of the gate was Unrequited Love. And I feel in it, if you're looking at the positions, it kind of came out in a past position, and the card says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So with the Unrequited Love card, and you can pretty much be sure, Aquarius, it's a trio, it's a 3-person scenario, it's a multiple person scenario, because when you look at the Unrequited Love card, there's like a woman and a man. He's kissing her hand, It almost looks like she may be in doubt. She's looking at this knight or this knight's offer as if to say, okay, well, I don't know about this guy because he may be shady. And then there's another woman peeking out from behind the curtain as if to say, well, I'm his lover when she isn't around, or he comes to me, or we have some sort of connection, but she's watching him court this other woman. And then there's like two angels on the card who are kind of looking at the situation. So that could include a multitude of people going on in this situation, Aquarius. And the unrequited love could be you or the person that you're dealing with. So that unrequited love does not have to necessarily be that you have feelings for someone in this unrequited. It could be you as well. You could be dealing with other people. You could have some things about some people that where the chemistry or the attraction is just not there. And also with the unrequited love, be careful that anything from the past, if you feel like there was a situation where there was some unrequited love, so there was trios, and because the card, first of all, like I said, there are three people plus two more angels or spirits, whether it's a painting in the wall or whatever it is. I mean, they look really real, they look lifelike. If it is a painting on the wall, the card is kind of saying that the spirits are alive, they're there, they're physical even outside of this painting. But the card that I drew from the tarot deck on top of that was the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is just signifying, people are getting around, things are going around. This person who has the unrequited love, whether it's you or someone else, a partner in the present or a partner in the past, they're the ones that are kind of getting around, checking out different people, offering their love and courting different people. And be careful. If I did want to say for Aquarius, if this is something from a past where you went through something in the past where there was some unrequited love, either from you or from someone else, just make sure it doesn't send you in a backward spiral to then express some passions in a negative way. Because a lot of times with unrequited love, it's not that we aren't good enough for people, or it says it's not that it's anything about us. A lot of times unrequited love says a lot about that object of our desire, or that object of our affection. Or if you are the person who has 2 or 3 or 4 people, 5 people vying for your attention, and there's unrequited love, but maybe there's some flirting going on and you're leading some people on, that says a lot more about you than it does about the people who you have the unrequited love for. So it just really depends on which side of this situation you come out in. But I see multiples, I see trios, I see threesomes, I see this people not really being honest about where their passions lie, and sort of retreating from the truths and retreating from what's really going on and how they really feel. So just be careful with the unrequited love. Like I said, that could be something that you're moving away from into something more passionate and more identical, because we do end with the passion card. Or it could be causing you to go in another direction and express your passions in a negative way. But just remember, the unrequited love, if it's you who have people in your life, but you really don't feel anything for any of them, just move on, to find a relationship or a bond where there is more chemistry. But just be careful not to lead people on and things of that nature, because there is a sense of trios, threesomes, people not really being honest about what they want, what the friendships or the relationships that they had with you or vice versa are for, which we could just solidify with the Three of Cups tarot card that we pulled out on top of that too, which is a water card representing the Cancer, Pisces, and the Scorpio, the suit of emotions. So the other person in their life, or some other choices in your life, may be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, someone of a water sign. So then it brings us to retreat, and the retreat card says it's time to disconnect for the world. So this either means if there is something with this unrequited situation, or you're finding that there's nobody in your life that just seems to fit the bill, even when you're just asking for the basics. I don't even get a sense that Aquarius is asking for a whole hell of a lot, but it's like what you keep being offered, you drink from those cups, but it doesn't fulfill you in a happy way, because the card that I got on top of the retreat card is from the tarot deck is the Four of Cups. Again, emotional cards. So again, those water, the Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, kind of messing with the emotions, or you just really feeling like you need to retreat because what you're doing isn't making you happy. On the retreat card, in the card, it shows a man and a woman kind of walking away. So if you are an Aquarius out there and you are in happy relationships and you've kind of turned away from some unrequited love, or a person in your life has realized, okay, maybe what they felt for someone else or another relationship that they were vying for and trying to hold on to, or someone's attentions they were going after were unrequited, because this could be a situation too. I mean, there are many people listening, and the cards bring many stories. So in these general readings, that's why they're general and readers do them for free, because we don't know you personally. I can't say that this is someone's exact situation. So I generally put out a lot of messages that are coming to me because I'm talking to so many people. So I could be on one track and then something else comes up because it's someone else's situation. That's how it's supposed to be. It's general. So, I'm going to pick up a lot of people's energy in a lot of different ways that these cards could be speaking to you and that they could go. But so if maybe somebody realized that a situation isn't for them and they're turning your way and it's really causing you guys to come together and go off and disconnect from the world and figure out what is it you have from each other. Find the chemistry, realizing maybe there was some chemistry really there, and going away to find that with something with just you two guys away from everyone else, to work on what you thought wasn't going to work, to work on this relationship that maybe you thought wasn't for you. Because with the Four of Cups, it's like having things but not really being happy with them, not being fulfilled with them, seeing all that you've had is just a waste. It's just you're not happy with it. You don't want it. You drunk from it, but you feel fat and slovenly and just but yet you're unfulfilled. You aren't full. So maybe something that you thought wasn't going to take place or you thought wasn't going to happen, it may come back around. But for the majority of Aquariuses, I feel as if there's some situations going on with the love life where everybody's dating around. You, the person you're seeing, nobody's exclusive. And there's some unrequited love. So there's friendships that's building, but it's not really love relationships. And there really needs to be a step back, a retreat from some of these connections to see why you keep being unfulfilled. You can't find somebody who you see eye to eye with, or there's constant arguments and maybe constant disruptions that are going on, possibly because that love is unrequited. So I find that people find reasons for unhappiness when love is unrequited. And what this brings you to is the passion card. Now, normally, had these cards come out in another order or another way, I would say, well, maybe you're gaining some passion back, or you will find your passion. And I do think that is absolutely true with Aquarius once you put some of these other situations into perspectives, because I feel like your passions could rest in unrequited love. So the things that you could be passionate about, the things you find yourself attracted to, the things that you find make you want to kind of give it your all or make that kind of stir your laurels, are things that are negative, that are not good for you. You know they're not good for you. There's always something sneaky going on. Someone else in the corner, someone behind a closed door, sneaky suspicions, somebody stabbing or trying to not have care for your heart and your passions and where your true good nature lies, and what you can bring out in that relationship or for someone else. So with your passion, the passion card says, allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy. And what that says is, there is a lot of passion in you, Aquarius. Passion with people. You like relationships. You like people. You like to get around. You like to have that company. You like to have that bonding. But the card that I got from the tarot deck on top of the passions card is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords definitely can indicate trickiness, sneakiness, getting away with something, a plan being laid and executed and carried out. So because of unrequited passions, or maybe someone walked away, or they did take a retreat, or they're disconnecting from the world, or you don't feel an emotional connection. Maybe that person is a friend in your life, but there's no emotional connection. It's probably because they've got something else going on, or you've got something else going on where your passions truly lie, that you may not be being completely honest and direct about. And if this is something where it's going good, I don't care if it's a threesome relationship, something going on behind closed doors, whatever the show that is going on really behind the curtains, maybe you're planning a little sneaky retreat to get away, to express those passions and be with each other. because you're not unfulfilled being apart. And even though things may not be quite right with this situation, you're still seeing each other. There's still a little sneakiness going on, because that person does bring out your passions, at least. And you know, whether this is a one-sided thing, maybe it's not always there for them or you, but it does stir somebody's passions. And it could even be the sneakiness of it all, the fact that things are going on behind the scenes, and the fact that you know, there is this push and pull, this uncertainty, this instability with this relationship going on. But Pisces, if you want to ascend to a higher place, if you I said Pisces, I've had my mind on myself today. But Aquarius, if you want to ascend to a better place, if you want to be in a better situation, I'm gonna pick a tarot oracle card for the heart, so I can help you with that. And this will just be an energy, since I didn't do the Lenormand, because the Lenormand, what I find that is good for, because you read the cards in a multiplicity, what I find that the Lenormand is good, like, okay, the Rider-Waite, in essence, even though I'm not using the Rider-Waite, that these cards are, they exactly correlate to the Rider-Waite. But when the Rider-Waite, that it'll kind of give you a clue, or like a finite answer about maybe who or what or things like that. But I find, or give you more insight into who or what or whatever the case. But I feel like, or it can advise you. It can kind of do one or the other. Some of the cards do both. But I find with the Lenormand, I'm really starting to like using it, or I'm starting to like using it, I should say, because I haven't used it enough. I'm starting to like using it because it kind of gives you the an answer, the clues, not just the clues, but the answers sometimes, and advises you in the same breath, in the same read, in those 2 or 3 cards you lay, of how to progress, of kind of what you need to do with the situation. So I should have done those, but since I didn't, I'm going to give you a tarot oracle card from the heart, so you can kind of take what's in this reading and do what you will with it, just in case you really need to say, okay, well, you told me all of that, now what? So that's why I like to finish it up with this. And you know what I'm going to do for you too? No, I'll do that in your general. I was going to lay a past life card to maybe help with some of this confusion in a love situation, but we'll get to that in generals. Let's see how you work through this month. And I'm approaching mid-October, so I'm sorry your love readings are late for October, but we'll be looking at November. So then I'll come back and maybe do a past life for you guys, because when I really see some instability and different things going on, and just not being able to get a true reading of happiness, I'm finding that the past life cards can really help you determine where the blockage lies. I tell you, the first time I used them and I pulled a card for myself, it was so on point and just so deep. I'm not even going to share what the card was. I might share it in subsequent readings, but I'm not going to share it because it's like real shit that you really need to work on, and shit you might not want other people to know. You know what I mean? Or you might not have admitted to yourself, but you really need to work on. So the tarot oracle card for the heart to help you with this month, Aquarius. And 1 sec, I'm just cutting the deck. Just making sure I'm still recording, because I will be pissed if I lose any record time. So the card to help you with all of this is just breathe. Just take your time. Just breathe. It's a number 4. Stability does lie ahead. Being on solid ground does lie ahead. But Aquarius, it's about going within. Unfortunately, it's not unfortunately, because that's a good thing. It's about looking in the mirror, the reflection, to see that you are worth the love, and it should be. It's the kind of love that makes you feel good, not questionable, not unsure. You know what I mean? So with the number 4, use bring it, marry your inside, your spiritualness, your groundedness with your outside intellect, so that you can become stable and happy on your own, and follow some of your passions that you want to accomplish, instead of looking for those passions in other people, or looking for people to bring those passions into your life through possible sex and things like that, which is what I feel with the passion card. Because sex complicates situations, and it does have a lot of deceit and sneakiness. People get caught in the physical and then find themselves ass out in the emotional. and the spiritual when it comes to some of these relationships. So I thank you a whole heck of a lot for listening, Aquarius. I really appreciate your time, your ear, your heart, and your mind. And I wish you guys all the best with this love situation, your work situations, and your family situations for the rest of October and the rest of the year. Come check me out as we are approaching November readings. Love you guys. Thanks for listening to Frequency Real Radio. And for reading, hit me up. Email in the description box.